What's going on, creatives? Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you design strategies, how to gather the right elements to achieve successful design project. I'm sure you guys are going to learn from this tutorial, so let's start. As a designer, your ability to create a project that captures the attention of the viewers is what makes clients trust you and want to keep calling you to work on design projects for them. Even if you're working for any organization, your ability to be able to do the unexpected is what makes them increase your pay and never want to let you go. But there's this thing that I notice most designers don't pay attention to whenever they are working on design, that always make them end up working on design project that is not successful. And that thing is question. Most designers don't ask question. Before working on any design project, there are some very important questions you need to ask your client. The first question is, what is the background? Who are the target audience? All right, this is very important. What is the message we're trying to pass to the audience? Down here, you hear them say, okay, we just started this new product and we're trying to make people know this product is ready to do blah, 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 and blah. Those things are what you're supposed to put down and use to gather the right element to work on the project. The other question you need to ask them is, what is the age of the people that they are trying to target? Some of them will tell you the idea is to capture the attention of both the young and the old. And the reason why you're asking this question is because of the font choice in the project. But old people doesn't like when your font is too tiny. They like something bold that they can easily see. Young people can still go with small font size, because most young people have this ability to to see small size information. And some of them that uses glasses, they are used to zooming in whenever they are looking at designs on their mobile phone. But when it comes to print, you can use small size for print. All right, yeah, most print job can still go with small font size. But when it comes to social media design, and the target audience is the old people, I'm talking of people between the age of 40 up, please be careful with the way you play with fonts. Now, the other thing you now need to know is what type of feel, like how do you want people to feel when they look at the project? And that's the area where the use of color comes in. Color is one of the elements we use as designers to evoke emotion. So your choice of color is very important when working on design projects. All right, so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to use one of the design I saved from my group members to share how to gather the right elements and how to put them together when working on design project. Okay, and this project is not really successful to me, and the reason why it's not successful to me is because there's no room for the content to breathe. All right, and the use of playing with the element the wrong way really affects this project. I'm not going to really say too much on the design. I'm going to go straight to the redesigning of the project. Okay, so this is how we're going to gather the elements. Now, whenever you're working on design projects and your job is to promote a product, the product is not as important as the result of the product. One of the ways you can draw the attention of your viewers to your project is when your project is talking about solution. If your project focus is on the product and not the solution, it won't really look interesting to the eye, and people won't really get involved. Because if your project is not looking interesting to the eye, it's going to be difficult for people to get involved when they see the design. So I know the project is talking about solar power. All right. Okay. And like I said, the solution is very important. Solution is very important than the product. So we're talking about solar power. Everybody already know what solar power does, and how you can now use this to draw the attention of the viewers is to make what the solar power can do reflect in the design. And I know that this brand is trying to market the home use of the device. How to make this work well is to see how you can create a project that shows a building with power. So what I did was I went online and searched for image of an estate. When you're working on design projects, contrast is very important. The job of contrast is to make the viewers read every other information in the project. All right. So I decided to get the picture of this building here, and do some photo manipulation on it to really make focus go to the goal of the project, to make people's focus go to the solution in the project. All right, so these are all the images I put together to make this work. So again, the solution should be your focus, and I'm going to show you guys my solution here. All right, so let's pause. Now, I get messages a lot from people asking me to teach them how to do design. I found out that so many of them can't afford to pay for design school. So I decided to start a foundation where, people can work together with me to help young adults who are looking forward to learn design and can't afford to pay for design school. People are already donating, and I need you all to work together with me to make this happen so we can be a blessing to people. I've been able to touch lives with the little power I have, and I've been getting positive response from people that I've helped who are now making money in design today. But I still have so many people I want to help, and I need you guys to work together with me to help these young people. So what I need you to do is use the details on the screen to donate. We need you to support us with your finances. Send your donation. All right, I'm going to be very glad, and I'll be very grateful if you can do this for us. All right, so let's continue. So first off, I already have the sky, and I have the picture of the estate here. So I have the solar on the roof. I'm a fan of balancing my element in design. You see, balancing your element in design is part of how you make it look interesting to the eye. So many of you have heard of golden ratio. All right, and see guys, the use of golden ratio is not really important, but because I know I have so many information I'm using in this project, I decided to introduce golden ratio to make my layout balance. So I'm going to turn the layer of my golden ratio on now, and I use it to place my focus, that is my focal point, where I know that's going to give the project more energy. And the other reason why I decided to use the golden ratio is because, we have too many buildings here. All right. And I know, for me to be able to create a layout that is going to be interesting to the eye, using image with too many buildings like this is going to be a bit difficult. So I decided to introduce golden ratio so as to help me spot the right image that I can apply my effect to. All right, good. So yeah, I'm going to then activate the other layers. All right, and yeah, then I converted the day to night so as to help make my focus visible. Now see guys, I've added some effects to the building, and that's the reason why you guys can easily see the building in the project. All right, so I added gradient map because I noticed that the color lookup is still giving me the color in the project. So I decided to add gradient map to reduce the quantity of color in the project, because the use of too many colors in your project can affect the success of the project. You limit the use of color the way you limit the use of font in your project. Well, so many designers still don't get this part. So the way you play with color is also the way you play with font. So I decided to use the gradient map to make the colors uniform so that my focal point here will really draw people's attention fast. Yes, so then I decided to make the buildings more darker in order to make my focal point more stronger. All right, then I have I decided to add more light effect to the windows in order to really create that energy effect and really make the focus on the building more stronger. All right, then the other part is the adding depth to the project by adding a camera raw to the project to really boost the colors in the project. So I now have here two options. All right, so I have this my very first option here, and it's still the golden ratio that I use to arrange the elements, all right, in the project. And I have my second option here, still the use of the golden ratio to arrange my elements. All right, yeah, so this is where I'm going to stop on this. And before I go, design is easy. Whenever you're asked to work on design project, don't be on the what am I going to do, what am I going to come up with. I want to be like Ceasar. I want to be like my friend who is a good designer. No, there's that unique thing that you carry. All right, there's that thing that makes you different from every designer. So whenever you're asked to work on design project, focus on that thing that make you different. What makes you different from every designer is those type of designs that you see that draw your attention. So those type of design that draw your attention are that's your style of design, and that's what you're supposed to use to solve design goal for your client. So ask question, know what the project is about, the background of the project, the message from the client is what we designers use to gather the elements for the project. Most time, if a client contacts me and say, I have a flyer design I need you to do for me, I mostly don't know what the project is going to look like. Is after asking the client question that what is the goal, who are the target audience, what exactly is this product going to do, what makes this product different from every other product like it. Those things are what you're going to use to gather the right element, the right visual for the project. And I'm sure by the time you send this to the client, they will surely approve it because you've used what they mention, what they are looking at in the project. I'm glad you made it to the end of this tutorial. If you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button and remember to click the post notification bell so you get notified when I post my tutorials. If there's anything you want to share with me, drop it in the comment section. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. And guys, let's help other designers. Share this video with other designers. Let them also learn from this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.